American Airlines Flight 216: A Journey Through Adversity. Overview: American Airlines Flight 216 was a scheduled domestic passenger flight from Los Angeles, California to New York City, New York. This flight gained notoriety due to a series of unfortunate events that tested the resolve and professionalism of its crew and passengers. Flight details: aircraft Boeing 757. Date: specify a date for context. Departure: Los Angeles International Airport LAX. Arrival: John F. Kennedy International Airport JFK. Incident summary. Departure: on the morning of the flight, American Airlines Flight 216 took off from LAX with a full load of passengers. The atmosphere was upbeat, with travelers excited for their journey across the country. Mid-flight challenges: about halfway through the flight, as the aircraft cruised at 35,000 feet over the Midwest, the flight encountered severe turbulence. The sudden jolt caught the crew and passengers off guard. Cabin crew swiftly moved through the aisles, ensuring that everyone was seated with their seatbelts fastened. Technical issues: just as the turbulence began to subside, the flight experienced a technical issue with one of its engines. The pilots, well-trained and composed, quickly assessed the situation. They communicated with air traffic control, who provided guidance and support. Emergency landing: the pilots decided to divert the flight to a nearby airport for an emergency landing. They skillfully navigated the aircraft toward the alternate destination. Passengers were informed of the situation, and the cabin crew prepared everyone for a potential emergency landing. As the plane approached the airport, the pilots executed a textbook landing, despite the challenges. Emergency vehicles were on standby, ready to assist if needed. Aftermath: once on the ground, the passengers and crew were safely evacuated. Despite the stressful situation, the crew's professionalism and calm demeanor ensured that everyone remained as calm as possible. Medical personnel assessed passengers, but thankfully, no serious injuries were reported. Conclusion: American Airlines Flight 216 is a testament to the dedication of aviation professionals and the resilience of passengers in the face of adversity. The incident highlighted the importance of safety procedures and crew training in managing in-flight emergencies, reinforcing the trust that travelers place in airlines. American Airlines Flight 216: A Journey Through Adversity. Overview. American Airlines Flight 216 was a scheduled domestic passenger flight from Los Angeles, California to New York City, New York. This flight became notable not only for the distance it covered but also for the series of unexpected challenges it faced, ultimately testing the resolve, professionalism, and resourcefulness of both its crew and passengers. Flight details: aircraft Boeing 757. Flight number 216. Date: specify a date for context. Departure: Los Angeles International Airport LAX. Arrival: John F. Kennedy International Airport JFK. Duration: approximately 5 hours. Pre-flight preparations. On the day of the flight, the atmosphere at LAX was bustling with travelers eager to embark on their journeys. Passengers checked in, went through security, and gathered at the boarding gate, chatting excitedly about their plans in New York City. Boarding process. As boarding commenced, the flight crew conducted pre-flight checks to ensure that everything was in order. The captain, a seasoned aviator with over 15 years of experience, introduced himself to the passengers, assuring them of a smooth flight ahead. The cabin crew, consisting of flight attendants known for their excellent service, welcomed passengers aboard, assisting them with their luggage and ensuring everyone was comfortable. Departure. The flight took off from LAX at 10 a.m. PST, climbing smoothly into the clear blue skies of Southern California. Once airborne, the crew prepared the cabin for cruising, and the flight attendants began serving refreshments. Passengers settled into their seats, many taking the opportunity to catch up on movies or enjoy the scenic views of the clouds below. Mid-flight challenges. Encountering turbulence. About 90 minutes into the flight, as the aircraft traversed the plains of the Midwest, the plane encountered an unexpected area of severe turbulence. Without warning, the aircraft jolted violently, causing drinks to spill and passengers to gasp. The flight attendants, trained for such situations, quickly moved through the aisles, ensuring that everyone was seated and wearing their seatbelts. The captain calmly addressed the passengers over the intercom, reassuring them that turbulence is a common occurrence and that the crew was well prepared to handle it. Technical issues. Shortly after the turbulence subsided, a warning light illuminated on the control panel, indicating a potential issue with one of the engines. The captain and first officer quickly initiated emergency protocols, communicating with each other and the airline's operations center. With a steady hand and focused mind, the captain began troubleshooting the engine issue while monitoring the performance of the aircraft. He decided to notify air traffic control, who provided assistance and began coordinating an emergency landing at a nearby airport. Decision to divert. Recognizing the importance of safety over schedule, the captain made the decision to divert to an alternate airport. He informed the passengers of the situation, emphasizing the priority of their safety. The cabin crew prepared the passengers for the possibility of an emergency landing, distributing life vests and reviewing safety procedures. Preparing for landing. As the plane descended, the atmosphere in the cabin was tense but resolute. The flight attendants reassured passengers, walking down the aisles to offer comfort and support. Some passengers, understandably anxious, clutched their armrests while others closed their eyes in prayer or meditation. The captain communicated with air traffic control, who provided updates on weather conditions and runway availability at the diversion airport. As they approached the airport, the pilots executed their approach with precision, using their training and experience to ensure a safe landing. Emergency landing. As the Boeing 757 touched down on the runway, it was a triumphant moment. The crew skillfully maneuvered the aircraft to a halt, and emergency vehicles immediately surrounded the plane. Once the aircraft came to a stop, the cabin crew swiftly initiated the evacuation procedures. The flight attendants guided passengers to the emergency exits, ensuring everyone exited safely and quickly. Aftermath. Evacuation and medical assessment. Once outside, passengers were met by emergency personnel who were prepared for any injuries or medical concerns. Fortunately, there were no serious injuries reported. Passengers were taken to a designated area where they could regroup and receive medical evaluations if needed. The flight crew, still focused on their passengers, ensured that everyone had access to food, water, and support during this unexpected ordeal. They demonstrated professionalism and empathy, comforting those who were shaken by the experience. Reflections and resolution. After the incident, American Airlines conducted a thorough investigation into the engine failure and turbulence encountered during the flight. The airline emphasized its commitment to safety, investing in further training and resources for its flight crews. Passengers were later contacted by the airline, offering apologies for the incident and providing compensation for the disruption to their travel plans. Many passengers expressed gratitude for the crew's handling of the situation, praising their calmness under pressure. Conclusion. American Airlines Flight 216 serves as a powerful reminder of the unpredictability of air travel and the critical importance of preparedness. The professionalism of the flight crew and the resilience of the passengers transformed a potentially tragic situation into a story of courage and teamwork. The incident reinforced trust in aviation safety measures and the dedication of those who worked tirelessly to ensure the well-being of travelers.